We learnt about the need for proper waste management in the previous video. Now let's find out what are the first steps of the waste management value chain. A bird's eye view of the waste management value chain involves 6 essential steps, namely waste generation, segregation, collection, transportation, processing, and scientific disposal. The first steps involve waste generation and segregation. Waste is generated when a material which is no longer in use and has served its purpose is discarded. This can be at households or generated in bulk in apartment complexes, malls, offices, hospitals, hotels, universities, and alike places. We learned about the different kinds of waste in the introductory video and the steps involved in its management. We must acknowledge that there is an intrinsic habit among the citizens to use one bin for all garbage. This ends up mixing dry, wet, domestic hazardous waste and even e-waste in one bin. Hence, one of the biggest concerns in urban India has been segregation of solid waste. Several studies show that India primarily generates a little over 50% of wet waste compared to other types of waste. The biodegradable waste has a potential of generating high revenue. To that end, the government is aiming to promote and enforce source segregation for effective waste management and to reduce the pressure on landfills. Mixed waste leads to higher residues, adding a financial burden to the waste management value chain. This highlights the need of segregation of waste. Before any material can be recycled, it needs to be separated and sorted. Separation can be accomplished at the source of the waste or at a central processing facility. However, segregation is most effective if done at source. Previously, citizens were unaware about the benefits of source segregation, but with the introduction of new solid waste management rules, many cities have now adopted this practice. The next steps are collection and transportation of waste, which is done door to door or at collection points with the help of small mechanized and non-mechanized vehicles. Further, it is transported to processing sites or a disposal site via larger covered vehicles. To improve its monitoring, the garbage collection vehicles have a GPS tracking system which helps monitor the location of the vehicle at all times. Every link in the waste management value chain is interrelated. The efficacy of each stage depends upon the successful implementation of the previous one. In this video, we have learned about waste generation, its segregation, waste collection and transportation. View the next video in the series to understand waste processing and scientific disposal.